Hey, Lee with Mantis Mechanics here, and the other day I was with a bunch of my buddies and they're getting ready to go into the police academy, and they were talking about doing push-ups and how many push-ups they're going to have to do when they go into the academy. And one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we find ourselves, as guys normally do, in a push-up contest. And as I watched 5, 6, 7 guys go down and do push-ups, I realized something. Almost nobody knows how to do a proper push-up. And there's two major problems with people's push-ups that is going to get them hurt, and it's going to cause them to not reap the benefits of a good push-up. So, the first thing, I'm going to grab a PVC pipe here, okay? And you'll see why I need a PVC pipe to demonstrate a good push-up in a second here. But the first thing that I see people do, very bad, is that they keep their elbows up when they do their push-up. They have their elbows flared out like this. So if you look at the pole and I have my elbows flared out, doesn't matter where I hold, right, my hands, right, you should be able to do wide grip push-ups and short grip. Obviously, if you go closer, you're going to develop the triceps more, and if you go out, you're going to develop the chest. But when I go wide like this and keep my elbows flared out, when I come in, it's much harder. Once I get towards the chest, it's very hard for me to get this to the chest. So I'm doing like this, right? My shoulders, I can actually feel the end range of motion right when I touch the chest. My shoulders feel like they're stretching out. That's no good. You don't want that. You want your shoulders to work out during the push-up, but you don't want to hurt the shoulders during the push-up. All the push-up should do is strengthen the muscles around the shoulder, the chest, and the triceps, those sort of things. So what I'm going to do is actually take the bar and bring my elbows in like this. Now when you see me do it, I can go very easy, okay? Very easily touch the chest. So when I hold this, it's like I'm trying to bend it. I'm trying to bend it up like this. Okay, so this is called external rotation. So if I'm holding my hand on the ground, it's like I'm trying to screw my hand into the ground, which if you see when I do that, it turns my elbow from sideways to down. And that's what I want on the ground. Okay, the second point, and second thing, almost nobody I saw try to do push-ups the other day did this, is keep their core engaged. Okay, guys, when I take this pipe and I place it on my back, my head, right in between my shoulder blades, and then my butt should all be touching the pipe. There is a little gap between the lower back and the pipe. That's okay. Okay, when I do that push-up, my whole body should move as a unit. The whole pipe should move like this. What I don't want is I don't want this. I don't want this where only 2 points are touching, right? Or I don't want anything where my core is not moving. I saw a lot of guys where only their upper body was moving when they were doing push-ups, right? Their butt just kind of sagged down. And I'm going to show that in a second here of what not to do. The other things I did see, which aren't as major problems, is that people were doing push-ups and they only did this, right? They slightly bend the elbows. They were counting these like 1, 2, 3. That's not a full push-up. You got to go all the way down, all the way up. Same thing, I saw a lot of guys out in full range and doing this, or they were all the way down and doing this. Okay, this is not a real push-up. That's not going to get you hurt really, end range of motion. You can argue that that's going to limit your range of motion over time, which could lead to injuries, but for the sake of this video, we're just talking about the things that are really going to hurt you, and that's going to be not creating external rotation with the shoulders, meaning not turning the elbows down when you do your push-up, and not keeping the core engaged, not creating a stable, straight line, midline, if you want to call it that. Stabilize the midline when you do your push-up. The whole body moves as a unit. So now I'm going to show you some push-ups. I'm going to show you a correct one, and I'm going to show you some examples of some bad ones. Okay? If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Till next time, guys, keep practicing.